Hello, it's time for another video. Today I wanted to talk about some of my favorite LPS in my collection and of all time. I made many versions of this video in the past, my most recent one being top 35 favorite LPS. That's a bit much, but 10 is also too little, so I'm going to even it out with a nice top 20. This is my top 20 favorite LPS in my collection. Number 20. Say hello to my favorite German Shepherd of all time. She's really simple, but sometimes simple is better. What really stands out to me about her is her eyes. They're really bright blue, which kind of contrasts everything else. And she also has a lot of lashes and diamonds and just makes her look really fancy. This was a dreamie for a really long time. I finally got her in a big ass shopping spree where I spent like $500, so she's really cute. Number 19. When I got this LPS in the same shopping spree as the last one, I was super hyped to get her. You know, she doesn't have a lot going on her backside, but then you take a look at the front, bunch of glitter, nice little patterns. Can't go wrong with a little bit of glitter. It always gives these LPS something to really make them pop, make them stand out. This is like the ultimate dream LPS, even though she's all the way down here on the list, because I literally had dreams about her. Like repeated dreams about seeing her and getting her and having her in my possession. I think because I was just plagued by these visions that I just had to get her. I don't regret my decision, even though she was $95, and the most that I have spent on an individual LPS. Number 18. This one is really important to me. I've talked about it before, but this was kind of the first LPS I ever used in a video because like 10 years ago, holy shit, my friend introduced me to Littlest Pet Shop. She and I made like a little video. We would make little videos for fun. We wouldn't post them or anything, but our first video was made with this gal right here. She's also just really cute, has a really elaborate design, and I'm always really appreciative of these more complicated designs with all these tiny little details, and then you have these big blue eyes that just pop out. Number 17. Number 17 is this lovely horse that I believe I got at LPS Con 2019. That's where my collection grew like crazy. She is super cute. I really like just like the neutral colors. Her hooves and her hair and tail are such a very interesting kind of red orange that or almost like a brown. I can't even tell you what the color is. That's how you know it's special. Again, the blue eyes, great choice to contrast with all the warm colors. Something about the way her eyes are shaped just makes her look so gentle and polite. And also the horses are one of my favorite molds. I think that'll become really obvious in this video. They're actually my favorite mold. Horses are my favorite. Oops! And maybe that's an indicator we need to move on. Number 16. So what did I just say? Here we have another horse. I bought this one in 2019. It's a rare French exclusive. It's a really unique horse. There's not really any other horse or LPS like this. It's got, you know, very neutral colors for the most part, and then it has this like kind of dull blue mane with these little flower patterns on the hair and on her like hip. I'm obsessed with her. I'm in love with her. Number 15. At number 15, it's another horse. This one has some of the most unique and pretty colors I've seen on an LPS. Definitely one of my favorite horses. She stands out so much. She's such a unique girl. I cannot praise this one enough. It's just so gorgeous. I got this one in a time when I was not on YouTube. I moved platforms because they were instilling COPPA, and I moved to some place called Vlare. That did not last, but I think I made like an unboxing video with this horse on there. The site no longer exists, so that is lost to the shadow realm. Number 14. Number 14 is a Cocker Spaniel, one of my favorite molds. I broke my thumb 3 months ago, by the way. That's why it looks like that. Really love this one a lot. It's really simple, but something about the eyes just really pulls me in. Not only with the stars and the color, the bright blue, that's like one of my favorite colors right there, but also like the way the eye is kind of shaped. It's almost like a square, it's not just like a round shape. This one's very simple, but really cute. Probably my favorite Cocker Spaniel. Number 13. At number 13, I have this lovely little butterfly. She's got really pretty colors. I love like this sort of green-blue mixed with this dark purple, maroon. I also like the white outlines on her wings here. It's just another detail they didn't have to add, but they did. And it just shows me that they really care. Again, these really like detailed LPS I'm a huge fan of. So I also really like butterflies, so that is our number 13 on this list. Number 12. This beagle right here is my favorite beagle ever made. She was a dream LPS for years. Literal years I wanted her. I went out of my way to try to buy her multiple times, but there was never a chance to. Either there wasn't a listing or there would be one that's too expensive. I'm really happy to have her now. She makes me so happy every time I see her, knowing how much I wanted her as a kid. It helps your inner child in a way. The ones with like the neutral colors and everything it's harder for me to explain why I like them so much. I just love like the use of the colors and where they used them. Just the ears, the hair, and the tail are colored in the darker brown. I like just this little triangle pattern. It's just so cute. They have all these simple patterns and simple colors, and yet all the LPS managed to be so unique. So this is my favorite beagle and our number 12 pick. Number 11. Would you look at that? Another short hair cat. And this one's actually much higher than the last one, even though I talked about that one like it was Jesus Christ himself when I first got it. And I didn't even do an unboxing video for this one. I don't know why. I guess I was just really excited to have it. I really wanted this one a really long time ago. It was always kind of a dreamy, but I guess I just kind of forgot about it. Then I ended up casting her as a character in a series, so that gave me more motivation to go out of my way to get her. And now that I actually have her, it's easier to judge, do I really love this LPS as much as I thought or not? And I love this one about as much as I did when I first saw it when I was really young and only cared about the big fives. This one was always one of my favorites. Her colors just work out so well. I really like the heart shape, the little whiskers. They didn't do that with any of the other short hairs, so it's a really cute touch. And the color of her eyes, really pretty. Once again, the eye color is so important in these pets. It really pulls it all together. She may very well be my second favorite short hair of all time. Starting off our top 10, we have another butterfly, my favorite butterfly of all time, I believe. I thought that other one was my favorite, but putting them side by side, turns out I actually like this one more. She reminds me of Halloween just a little bit with like the purple and the orange. I really like the stars in her eyes as well as the sparkles. She's so bright and vibrant and fun. She just jumps out at you, and I really like it about her. I really like the vibrant, colorful LPS. Number 9. Things are going to start looking a lot more familiar for older fans. This cockatoo made its way into, I think, the last 3 favorite LPS videos, or the last 2. I had her way back in the day. There was a really short period in the very beginning of my channel where my friend who introduced me to LPS let me borrow just like 7 of her pets, and this was one of them. So this, again, has a special place in my heart. And she is pretty simple, but her colors are just so pretty and vibrant. Really cute little LPS. She just looks so full of joy, and she just looks so cute, so vibrant, so pretty. Every time I look at her, she makes me happy and she takes me back. Number 8. This is a new face that wasn't in the old versions. This is my favorite St. Bernard ever made, and St. Bernards are my second favorite mold. My last trip to LPS Con, I believe, in 2021 or 2022? 2023? I don't know when it was. Those years blurred together like a fucking other thing that blurs together. As soon as I saw this one, I grabbed it because I knew this one was dreamy for so long. These very calm, cooling colors. There's nothing super particular about it, just some of these simpler LPS just have really nice color and design choices, and I really appreciate that about this one. So this is my number 8 pick. Number 7. At number 7, we have this lovely postcard swan, super colorful, lots of different patterns all over the place. I opened this one in my shopping spree once again. I had my eye on it for a very long time, so I was eager to get it. Even if you're not into it, like, you just gotta appreciate all the detail. It's so full of life. It's just really unique. There's always something to look at or new details to find on pets like these. Number 6, we have this orange walrus right here, this shimmer and shine pet, I believe it's called. It's got a ton of details, once again, really, really vibrant. I really like all the glitter, especially like even on the tusks, there's glitter. I like all of just these like little patterns around him and how they're all outlined with white. It makes him stand out even more. I also like the gradient kind of on his tail and his tail fins. He's just super cool looking LPS. Never really see him that often. I think he deserves more appreciation. Number 5, we have this other walrus that's really cool. Really cool colors. I love all of the patterns, the checkers on his chest and on his tail fin. I love his eyes with the hearts and the little lashes underneath. The only real bummer about this one is that it doesn't bobble. That's a stupid design choice. I don't know why they did that, where they would randomly make some LPS that just were not designed to bobble. It was kind of close between this one and the last walrus. This one ended up beating the walrus last time, and it did once again, but it was pretty close mostly because of the lack of bobble on this one. But I can't let this one go. It was a dreamy for years, and I got it in 2019 at a point where I was really getting back into LPS, so really love this one. Number 4. Once again, I sang this one's praises to the moon and back ever since I got it. I mean, I've always really liked this one, always had my eye on it, but once I actually had it in my arms, it was unplanned too. I got it at LPSCon 2019 once again. I got it as a gift from a friend, and I actually remember the convention took place on my birthday, so not gonna lie, actually LPSCon was kind of crazy for me. It would always land like on my birthday or the day before my birthday, and it took place in Vegas, and I lived there at the time. That convention was made for me specifically. Anyway, I am obsessed with this one. It has such a neat design that no other LPS really has, where it's almost like a big sky, and then it has the ground, the grass, all these flowers that kind of look like lollipops, and then the clouds in the sky. It's so cool. Like, it's really one of a kind, and it will always be one of my favorite LPS of all time. Number 3, another familiar face for many older fans. Gosh, I have so many memories with this one. I got it at LPSCon 2017. I only got 2 LPS there. I had a really small collection and just a couple to trade, and I don't know if I brought any money. It was really small back then. This LPS is just so cute. I just can't get enough of it. It's literally been 8 years? Yeah, 8 years. It's been 8 years, and I love this one just as much as the day I got it. God! First of all, it's a horse. I love the horses, you know me. And the colors are just so cool. I love the dark blue with the light blue, the star around her eye. I remember like all the time when I would film, I would always be bummed out when the angle was like this, when she was on this side, because I always wanted her star to show on film because it just pulls her all together so well, and the little star on her chest too. I just can't praise this one enough. It is my favorite horse. It is one of my favorite LPS of all time, and it will go down in history that way. Number 2, of course my mascot had to be decently high on the list. I've had her for 10 years now. She's very important to me. I know that I said I was changing my mascot and kind of rebranding when I moved to Strawglicks, but I don't like that. I don't think that I should disregard LPS Awesome TV and what brought me here today. I don't agree with that anymore. And I don't see my mascot being anyone else. So this is back to being my mascot, and she will always have a very special place in my heart. Lots of detail, lots of stripes like a little tiger. Love the little freckles on her too, even though almost all of them have faded. Isn't that brutal? I really love this LPS. It'll always be my favorite short hair cat. It was my first G2 LPS, my first real LPS, because my first ones were G4s. And now for some honorable mentions. Do you want to know who my first favorite LPS ever was, even before my mascot? It was this girl. I adore the spots on her ears and the flowers on her head. And, you know, just all the natural colors are really pleasing to the eye. So, why is she not officially on the list? She kind of just fell off for me. First of all, her head feels like rubber. And I don't know why. I do really still love her, and she does have a special place in my heart, but I guess after getting her, and especially like playing with her and seeing that her face is kind of squishy and rubbery for whatever reason, compared to all my other Cocker Spaniels, she kind of lost some of the appeal for me, but she still deserves a shout out because I think she was my very first favorite LPS. Here are the rest of the honorable mentions. They were all considered for being in this video, but they just didn't quite make it to the list. And now for my number one favorite LPS of all time. A lot of you already know what this is. It's none other than Sherbert, my postcard chinchilla. Ever since I got it in 2019, I have always proclaimed it as my number one favorite LPS of all time, even over my mascot. All of the swirls are so hypnotizing. I adore the color choices made here, and the chinchilla molds are also really cute. I just love all the patterns on them, and the little pink nose and the little pink paws and the white ears. It's all just so cute, and I just can't get enough of the colors. I love just following the patterns around their head. They bring me so much joy. And that was my top 20 favorite LPS out of my collection. Thank you for watching. I swear I'll make a video with actual characters and not just me talking to you guys, because I miss making videos like that. And I'll see you all later. Bye!